What do you think is the larger message of last night's game? Because again, Miami had it right there and had the momentum, had a bunch of very talented players on the field, and it had it all set up. Chris, do you have a message that comes out of the game last night? Do you think?
First of all, in the game, and they dominated early. And Miami took control in the second half, actually outgained them.
Right.
And I think Indiana won with special teams. The completeness of that team, maybe not fully appreciated because we're caught up in Mendoza and the defense is certainly rugged. They blocked 4 punts this year. They blocked one against Oregon. And the biggest play of the game was Kamara's block punt right there for a touchdown. And, Miami actually lost 10 points on special teams at the doink on the long field goal try by Davis in the first half. So 10 points lost on special teams alone. You can't do that against a team like Indiana. For me, that was the biggest play of the game before Mendoza's touchdown dive. But it's complete. That's why I think his blueprint is repeatable, even though the result may not be repeatable. Indiana is going to be strong and they're going to be sound. And Miami, by the way, is not going anywhere. I mean, Miami, I felt for them. I felt for Carson Beck. We were along for his ride, this long career at Georgia and now a year at Miami. And I felt badly for him. I get older, Rich, and I get softer emotionally about how these guys, personally take a crushing loss like that. And he had done some really good things to put them in position to win it late. An 81-yard, a 91-yard touchdown drive against a tough defense after getting off to a very rough start. And in the end, people will remember the pick by Jamari Sharp, whose uncle Glenn was the man flagged for pass interference when he played for Miami against Ohio State back in the Fiesta Bowl, the last time that. Is it not crazy? You live out in Hollywood. I mean, the movie scripts, the layers to this script are crazy.
Yes.
No one would believe it if you handed the script into a studio. Come on. We thought Hoosiers was corny. This is outrageous.
That's right.
But it's all true.
Yes, it is, except for the fact, you've been to my house. It's not in the shadow of the W of the Hollywood sign.
We use Hollywood, the metropolitan Hollywood area.
The entirety
But you hang with the luminaries of the show business world,
yes,
and you know about
Palloy,
writers and scripts and things like this. So.
Yes, we do. And again, that Tony, it's only fitting he wears Tyreek Hill's number. He's so electric. Oh, my God. Every single time he got the ball, I bet you just, you stood up a little bit in the booth because you just don't know what's going to happen when he had the ball.
I love that guy. I think he just turned 18 after catching the touchdown to beat Notre Dame in his first college game when he was 17. Had an amazing freshman season. He's wise beyond his years. He's extremely tough. He's a complete player. He's a team guy. He was called Baby Jesus in high school down here because he was just that good. And you talked about D'Angelo Pons, who played in the same youth league with the corner for Indiana, who had a tremendous game, was checking him. And Cignetti and Brian Haynes, his coordinator on defense, said they had multiple plans to stop Tony. And for a while it worked. But you keep feeding him the ball and he just finds a way to create space and make things happen. I think he's the most exciting player in the sport. And I love the fact that we're going to see him for 2 more years.
Yeah, he is that exciting. I don't think you overstated that at all. And I just, again, I love when he's got the ball in his hands that you just do not know what is going to happen. And again, there's a great shot caught by the crew last night of as Carson Beck's getting ready to go out on the field for this do or die moment. And there's Ray Lewis saying, okay, and every single player that I've interviewed that's played with Ray says they never want to let him down. And when Beck threw the interception, I thought to myself, oh God, how's he gonna see Ray Lewis after this? Because obviously, and I did see Ed Reed was going up to Tony in the tunnel and throwing an arm around him and things of that nature. It's kind of wild to see just the past and the present and future of Miami altogether over the last few weeks here. Chris.
That's been a fun thing to have the U back, Rich, is you got all those gold jackets out there. You got all those legends, those guys who are fully invested emotionally in the program and have suffered as the Canes have kind of slid into mediocrity and oblivion. And now, and they've been teased before. They thought maybe last year was the year, but the defense wasn't nearly good enough. This year, things did come together. Ray Lewis had told Carson Beck before the game-winning drive against Ole Miss, let's go do it. And he kind of repeated the message. They didn't get the same result. Michael Irvin down there on a 4-point stance on the sidelines.
with his belt.
That's one of my takeaways from the playoff is,
Right.
is our buddy Michael Irvin in a 4-point stance.
Hey, and SNL sent him up, over the weekend. Like he actually got some SNL run out of it. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.